phone. Arctic Holiday, Miliori, Jocks Pastime Ortiz, Great and Gentle Thebo, Cyclonic Lady Noosh, Baby Blue Martens, Mizorio Macaulay, Hetty Betty Joe Badamo.
That's Restless Gem going for the lead. Jocks Pastime on the outside is next, followed by Ms. Oreo in third. Then Cyclonic Lady fourth, Hetty Betty is fifth. After that, Classic Tango sixth, followed by Ms. Jacqueline in seventh. Arctic Holiday is eighth, Jubilation ninth. On the outside, it's Baby Blue in 10th at this time, followed by Great and Gentle with London Shore. The quarter completed 23 1/5 seconds, approaching the backstretch. Restless Gem on the inside has the lead a length. It's Jocks Pastime second by 2. Then Ms. Oreo is third ahead, Cyclonic Lady fourth on the rail. Hetty Betty on the outside is fifth, gap of 2 more to Great and Gentle in sixth. Classic Tango seventh, 2 more to Baby Blue in eighth, followed by Arctic Holiday ninth. On the outside, it's Jubilation with London Shore. The half completed 48 4/5 seconds, entering the far turn. Restless Gem challenging Jocks Pastime. Jocks Pastime on the outside moves up, takes the lead. It's Restless Gem in second now. Gaining ground in third is Ms. Oreo. 2 to Hetty Betty fourth. After that, it's Classic Tango in fifth. Cyclonic Lady has dropped back, coming to the top of the stretch. It's Jocks Pastime nearest the inside to challenge Ms. Oreo. Hetty Betty third on the outside, followed by Classic Tango. Arctic Holiday gains and Baby Blue coming to the 8th pole. 3 of them across the track, moving up to take the lead. There goes Hetty Betty. Ms. Oreo second, Jocks Pastime third. Classic Tango gains, 50 yards to go. It's Hetty Betty with the lead.
Hetty Betty has been threatening to do this for several races. Her numbers have always been good. She had bad habits, but here she's on the outside, and yet Joe Badamo gets her in perfect position down the backstretch. They're going a little fast up front. He moves. I'm on the phone with my man Barry Schwartz, and I said, don't hang up. I think you got the purse.
And got the purse, he did. A good ride by Joe Badamo, whose day started off not so good with Kiora dumping him at the gate, but Hetty Betty dumps him in the cashier's line at the bank because she gets the job done. A good outside trip, a good ride by Badamo, and again, it's the Bruce Levine stable, still on fire, and it's still the winter time.
Bruce's second win, and it's good to see a youngster get up from the ground and win a race. I like that. Hetty Betty, Barry K. Schwartz, Bruce Levine second, Joe Badamo from the outside. Not exciting time, but the purse, it doesn't matter. They don't ask you how fast they ran when they pay you. Hetty Betty, 13:20, 7:60, 3:60. Classic Tango, 7:60, 4:80. Arctic Holiday, 2:40. The exacta 12:1, 1:37:20. Black Swan, Robbie Davis, Captain Len Maple, Master Gene, Joe Badamo, Proud Officer, Samine, Old Song and Dance, Estrada, Golden Majesty, David Noosh, Mr. J.V. Miliori.
0. Master Gene going for the early lead. On the outside, Golden Majesty to challenge. Nearest the inside, it's Cayman with Black Swan. Around the clubhouse turn, it's Golden Majesty now getting to the front by about 1.5 lengths. Master Gene is second by 1. Black Swan and Cayman are heads apart. On the outside in fifth is Old Song and Dance. After that, it's Proud Officer, followed by Looky Dare, Captain Len, and Mr. J.V. The field of 9 now moved to the backstretch with the quarter completed 24 4/5 seconds. Master Gene leads the way a length. In second, it's Golden Majesty. Old Song and Dance moves up, takes over third. Cayman fourth, stablemate Looky Dare fifth. At the rail, it's Black Swan in sixth. On the outside, Mr. J.V. seventh. Gap at 2 more to Proud Officer. And Captain Len is ninth. The half was completed 49 3. Moving to the half-mile pole, Master Gene has a slight lead. Between horses, Golden Majesty. Farther out, it's Old Song and Dance. Those 3 now move into the far turn. With Master Gene leading it by 1, Old Song and Dance moves to second. Cayman moves to third now. Towards the rail, it's Black Swan in fourth. Mr. J.V. fifth. Looky Dare sixth. Golden Majesty has dropped back. Approaching the head of the stretch with 1/4 mile remaining. It's Master Gene leading the field by 2. Old Song and Dance second. Mr. JV third came in next, and Black Swan coming to the 8th pole. Old Song and Dance, Master Gene. Master Gene still leads it. Old Song and Dance is next, gaining ground towards the inside. It's Black Swan passing the 16th pole. Master Gene leads. Black Swan coming quickly. Those two are heads apart. Master Gene has the lead.
Well, I know who's going to redboard you here. It's really not going to be me. As much as I like Bruce Levine and think he's a super trainer, I didn't really like this horse, Master Gene. I liked Old Song and Dance, a little Black Swan, and part of the favorite. But this horse, how well is Bruce doing?
Well, he's doing very well at Aqueduct, as he always does. Last year, he was doing the same thing, slowed down noticeably at Belmont, so you might want to watch for that next month. He's also doing especially well with Badamo. Going into today, of Badamo's 12 winners here, 5 were for Levine. He woke this horse up last start as soon as he replaced Santagato on the horse. And this is number 6 for Levine.
Well, there he goes. Bruce, he won one the other day, won the 8th yesterday. Master Gene from my man, Bruce Levine. Joe Badamo, why is the field? Master Gene returns 11, 620, and 5. Black Swan, 1160 and 8. Old Song and Dance, 880. Exacta 4-2, 108.60. Well, Joe Badamo's about to pick up the daily double, and congratulations to Frank Tuffarello. The favorite here, Bowl Reader, obviously could beat anybody who had run before. This is a firster going 7. He had her ready. The nice kind of money showed, and she annihilates the field.
And it's not the first time he's cracked with a first-time starter this year. Of his 5 wins for the year, that's his second first-timer. He also scored with Proudly Confident. He also uses any number of different jockeys. Davis, Venezia, Santagato was on 2, and now Badamo, so he spreads it around.
Joe gets himself both ends of the daily double, and there he is in 6, 12, 20, and the Joe Badamo double, 4-9, 125.40. Macaulay, Tune Out, Ruben Hernandez, Bird Key, Lovato, Fancy View, Santos. Razor Beat took all the money at the track. Joe Badamo, Stella Falante, Scratch. Sea Escape, Noosh, Queen Ginny, Cortez, London Pass, Samine, Ensign's Lady, Robbie Davis, Ridge Route, Miliori, The Field, Victoria Peak Ward, Medieval Monastery, Grael, Book of Joy, Roll-On.
Zero. Fancy View dwelt at the start. Queen Ginny going for the lead, has it by a neck. On the outside, Medieval Monastery moving into second, and Ensign's Lady is third. On the inside is Razor Beat. Down the backstretch, Queen Ginny leads by a neck. Medieval Monastery second by Aha. Ensign's Lady in third by a link. Bird Key is fourth, Razor Beat in fifth, and Christmas Tree on the outside is Book of Joy. Then Sea Escape, London Pass, Ridge Route, Victoria Peak, Turnout, and Fancy View is 13th. The quarter, 22 and a 3 there round the far turn. Queen Ginny has the lead by about a half. On the outside, Medieval Monastery second by a neck. Farther up, Bird Key moves up again on the outside. Book of Joy also gains. Ensign's Lady on the rail. Then Razor Beat and Sea Escape. The half in 46 and 4. Queen Ginny leads narrowly. On the outside is Bird Key. Farther out, Book of Joy. Looking for room is Razor Beat. On the rail is Ensign's Lady. On the far outside, Sea Escape. They pass the 8th pole. Sea Escape now gets the lead. On the inside is Razor Beat. Razor Beat now puts a neck in front. Sea Escape is second. On the outside is Fancy View alongside Tune Out as Razor Beat leads to the wire.
Joe Badamo seems to be enjoying the early double here. He swept it yesterday, gets the first half today. This horse took a ton of money at the track, but the filly deserved it. Her Florida number was good enough to bury this field, but it was a layoff, and you needed to see a little interest in her.
You're absolutely right, Harvey. I think that late money was just making an adjustment to her one good race at the $20,000 maiden level. The winner of her only start at Calder, and it was a question of readiness today. And as you said, the money showed, and so did this filly. She is a nice filly at this level, is Razor Beat. She didn't need to be on the pace today. She came off the pace, in fact, steadied behind a wall of horses entering the stretch. But when the seas parted, up came Joe Badamo. If you're going to watch anything out of this race, maybe Fancy View. 10 slow from the gate, 8 wide entering, and finished well while wide.
Razor Beat. Gary Gullo, Joe Badamo. 7, 4, 24, 5. Zona Rosa, Ortiz, Holly Hagley, Antley. La Camp, David Noosh. Pro Harmony, Ruben Hernandez. Mistress Donna, Joe Badamo. Mission of Truth, Murphy, Baron Cosa, Venezia.
There on the line. 0.
Favorite here. It should have been Zona Rosa, not Pro Harmony, but Zona Rosa was cooked by her 22 fraction out of the chute. Set it up for Mistress Donna. Perfectly ridden for Bobby Lake by Joe Bonamo. 924, 40, 260. Zona Rosa, 380, 240. Pro Harmony. The cry went up around the track. I'm alive! I'm alive! Racer Jen, one of the favorites, logical favorites, as a matter of fact, going to win it for Dominic Galuccio and Joe Bonamo on a nice ride. Subtle Partner, I believe, was second or third choice, going to run right in there. And Decorous Mara moved a lot too late, might have been second itself, but she was the third choice. So these are all favorites, and everybody's alive and dreaming of a $500,000. Joe Bonamo gives us that famous Joe Bonamo winner's circle move for Dominic Galuccio. 560, 320, 260. Subtle Partner.
Side in front.
Hot riding Joe Bonamo Jr. aboard Ethics Aside for trainer Dom Galuccio from the Windbound Farms, returning $8, $420, $420. Print Money second, $685. Smart Silence third, coupled with Gold Victory.
Non-winners of a race other than Maiden claiming a starter. London Pass, Samine, Family Stam Belmonte, Scratch General Condition. Chalk Garden Davis, Devastating Devon New Scratch Key Venture. Royal Tally Lovato, Perceived Maple, Bronx Express, Cordero, Gregorian Sin Batamo.
Zero. Bronx Express going for the lead on the outside. Gregorian Sin is second. Then Chalk Garden, Perceived, Devastating Devon. Then Royal Tally on the outside of London Pass. Family Stand is eighth. Down the backstretch. Gregorian Sin on the outside gets the lead by a half. Bronx Express second by a length and a half. Then Chalk Garden and Perceived, followed by Devastating Devon. The quarter, 22 and 1, they round the far turn. Gregorian Sin leads now by 3. Chalk Garden moving up on the rail into second on the outside, Bronx Express, then Devastating Devon. Perceived, about 8 back is London Pass, then Royal Tally and Family Stand. They approach the top of the stretch. The half in 46 flat. Gregorian Sin leads by about a half. Chalk Garden on the rail, second by about a half. On the outside, Devastating Devon is third. They're at the 8th hole. Gregorian Sin leads now, getting clear by a length and a half. Then Chalk Garden is second, Devastating Devon third, then London Pass is fourth. Gregorian Sin has the lead.
Gregorian Sin is one of those horses that if you've entered her, you say, please rain, please rain. But even with the wet track, she's not really that strong, but she outbreaks this field. She's going to win it quite easily. A horse that took a lot of money, Devastating Devon, who had run quite fast out of town, came into the stretch with David Newsom, either couldn't handle the track or was just totally out of control and couldn't even pick up Chalk Garden.
Gregorian Sin, a score for Gary Skiak. Gary Skiak had a tough day the other day, losing with just 2 for 1, and Fuji and this should make him feel a little bit better. Wire to wire, he raced Bronx Express into submission. Chalk Garden, another big race, chasing all the way and held on well for second.
And Joe Bonamo, who's beginning to become probably our best apprentice with his wonderful winner's circle move, which I like to put on the eggs, and the fans would enjoy it. Gregorian Sin, Gary Siaka and Joe, 11:20.
In toast, Chris Antley, 2 Mystery.